Yes, we
This is
are.
preparing.
And we're
Setting up.
live, I think.
You're live.
Sweet.
Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, it's you.
It's you. This is this is already going to be my favorite out of all of the Otherworldly artist conversations because like I feel like you're like triple bonus extra level. Like not only are you an artist in multidisciplines, you are also a businesswoman in multidisciplines. You have also been the Otherworldly Arts Collective partner in crime through our events for 4 years.
I think 4 years.
That's I'm
It's a
just
lot.
so happy.
Yes.
But for people who have no idea who you are,
Yes.
can you introduce yourself and talk about what all the different flavors of the artist that you are?
Totally. So I am Simone, and I commonly go by SYM1 because it's like SYM1, and then when you spell out the number one, it says it's my name, Simone. So and I also used to go by the stage name Simone Smash It, but have since rebranded and all that jazz. But yeah, I'm an artist, a recording artist and vocalist, producer, music producer. I make electronic, pop, hyper pop music. Um, and in like the business aspect of things, I work in marketing and promotions for like a bunch of different brands. I'm just kind of all over the place, normally either within the arts or within technology, health and food related things, but just all over the place with that. And I also run a independent record label in the Twin Cities as well.
So do you sleep?
I sleep a lot more now without live things happening. But
Fair
before, no.
point. So how I mean, like you are, from what I know of you,
Yes.
you are generally pandemic excluding,
Yeah.
always working all the time, doing all different types of art things.
Yes.
So can you like maybe talk about your background or like how long you've been in like all of these different like industries and how long you've been an artist
Yeah.
and how you got here?
Totally. How long I've been an artist feels like forever. I can't really remember a time where I wasn't singing. That's for sure. Like my earliest memories are singing songs from The Labyrinth and the Sailor Moon theme song. Uh, and my parents are both actors. They're both artists. My mom's also a gymnast and dancer. My dad's a writer and director within like theater and plays. So it heavily influenced me to be able to go after things that I enjoy doing, which really singing, and that came with a large theatrical element to it because of my parents. So that's kind of where I started. And my dad is also very heavy into the business side of things, having a master's within business and communications. Once he saw that like I had a passion for singing and wanted to pursue that, I was like 11 years old, and he was just like, all right, here's the yellow pages. You can call up all of these different event centers and community spaces and nursing homes and tell them that you want to sing there and what your rates are. And I'm just like, I cannot do that. What are you talking about? I'm 11. He was like, exactly. That's why they're going to want you there. I'm like, oh my gosh. So, I'm like freaking out on the phone, like, hi, my name is Simone. I'm 11 years old. I want to perform. But, honestly, they paid me more than some of the gigs that I got later on in my career. So, it worked out. Um, so that's kind of where I started, and I took actually a really long break in between from like being a kid and performing at all these different places and like community centers. Uh, Becoming a teenager felt like uh, the crushing uh, aspects of society that tell you you're never going to make it really hit. Um, it felt like there was, how do I best put this? Like there was no like route to accomplish my dreams basically when I was a teenager. It was like you go to college, you get rid of all of whatever you thought you were going to do when you were a kid, and you go into a career that will make you money. And so I was just like, all right, I guess I got to do that. So like I kind of dropped everything. Um, like I stopped performing in plays. I like wasn't singing as much, and I just started pursuing biology instead, which I actually really have a passion for as well. I love biology. I love studying it, but I didn't want to go into the field in any area with biology. I just liked it. Sorry, did I glitch out for you there? I can't tell. Am I glitching out on you? Or
I'm gonna go over to my other really quick.
okay, cool.
Turn that off. We're gonna. I don't have it on. Okay. See if it works better over here.
Okay, we're gonna see.
Sorry, everybody. Okay, we are plugged in.
Perfect, perfect.
And this seems to be going better in this area.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay. Where did I cut out on for you?
So that you went to college.
Yes, yep. Went to college and like dropped everything that I was pursuing when I was a kid because I was like, oh snap, that's not how the world works. I'm never gonna make it in music. And I was like my second year in pursuing like going for nurse practitioning, and I pretty like halfway through, I realized pretty quickly like there's no way I'm gonna be able to do this. Like I have to do music, and it's gonna suck if I never make a dollar in my life or like a way to make a career out of it, but I know that I can't do anything else. Like I have to pursue music, and like dang, that sucks for me in a world in which I don't know how to like be self-sustaining in that. But got to do it. Um, so then I quit school. And then I started doing a lot of branding and promotional things because there was a lot of money in that area that I already knew. I already knew a lot of, I had a lot of friends that were already in that area already, and it was really flexible with my schedule. So I could also work on music at the same time. Everything was perfect, and I was getting skills that I would later use for promoting my own music as well. So it all just worked out. But gosh, what was like the crucial moment where it was like, okay, I'm actually doing something.
Well, let me dial it back just a little
Yeah,
bit because I think it's very hard to be an artist. And I think
totally.
that's what people tell their children is that no, you can't be an artist because it's going to be hard.
Absolutely.
But they don't say it that way. They say you can't make money,
Right.
you know?
Totally.
And what happens is that, there's lots of humans that they go through their entire lives, and when they retire, they start painting, or
Yep.
like when they hit this point and it's the end of their life and they always go back to it. And for you to step away from the biology, not that it isn't absolutely fascinating,
Right.
you
It
know,
was.
I mean, from what I know of you, like I'm not surprised at all because like I just see strength in you like so
Thank
much
you.
to do something like that. But that's like such a scary thing.
I was crying. I was like, I remember the moment clearly. Like, I was actually telling my partner at the time, who was very, very toxic. I was like, I need to drop out. And he was just like, well, you're never going to make it in music. And I was like, okay, that's a whole other layer of something else I got to drop too. But at the moment, I had been crying about like just the absolute horror of how am I going to make it? How am I going to make it in the music industry, and stepping away from something that I knew was secure as a career. Like there's a definite pathway for biology. You can pursue many different areas and you will make money. But I just knew I did not want to do that, and it sucked having that like feeling of stepping into the ether.
But you're there.
I'm here and I'm surviving, and at times I'm thriving. And truly, before the pandemic, I really was thriving, and honestly, I still am thriving now. It's just going to be in a different form. So
And I think that's what's going to happen with a lot of like arts, events,
yep.
music. I mean, like, you know, if you think about all the different, like, I know that you're multidisciplinary, but like, you know, being a visual artist myself, like,
Yeah,
I joke that we're like secret ninjas in the night because, like, we can paint or draw or create something and stick it somewhere and then like run off. And,
totally.
and we don't have nearly the connection of the audience like a performer does.
For sure.
Like you have it right there.
Right.
And like my theory is that like, you know, there's amazing comedians out there and it's an art form in itself, but they are also some of the performers that have the highest risk of depression.
Absolutely.
And it's, I always wonder if it's because like you have that immediate audience connection that you're like, my sole purpose is to make you laugh. And when you do the opposite, like that failure feels so hard and so heavy.
Totally.
And you have m- different audiences from everything that you do. So like, does it make it harder in one way? Like I said, like I I see SYM1 and I just like see the essence of strength. And it's like, but can you, I imagine that it's, you've got to work that muscle to keep that strength.
Absolutely. You're spot on with yeah, having to build it up. Like depending on the audience, things can be smooth, things can be rough, and you just never know. Truly, even when people are into it, I'm still like, oh my god, do people like this? Like truly can't tell a lot of the time when I'm up there, unless people are just like screaming, yes, we love you, which they are not gonna do. Like it truly is difficult, and it's a lot of telling myself on stage, like, well, having to get to the point of telling myself on stage, I'm doing this for me and I am enjoying it. That is like the be all end all. If I am doing it for me and I'm enjoying it, it is not going to matter what any audience member does. um, but when, like, admittedly, when the audience is feeling it and I know that they're feeling it, it is another level of good feelings all around. um, but yeah, no, it's definitely hard. Like I've struggled with depression plenty, um, but I would say that it's a coming off of stage thing more than a being on stage thing. Like after like feeling the high of experiencing something so incredible with like an amazing audience, then getting off stage is like, oh my god, I want to be back on that stage again. So that's kind of where like the lows come into play for me.
So like now with the pandemic,
Oh
you know,
yeah.
there's obviously like, I mean, all of us have moments of disconnect and stuff, but do you get it at all? Like when you perform virtually or like have any of that?
I have had it once virtually performing. It was a private, um, it was a private performance and a smaller group. Um, and it was so good because everyone was like unmuted, so like I could hear people talking and saying like yes, and like people texting in the chat and like doing a little Q&A in between. So having that aspect of like truly engaging with people in real time was like, yes, this is what I need, rather than doing a live performance where like people are only communicating with you in the chat and like you don't have any time to like read that or anything. um, so I've had it once, but also I haven't done that many live performances because it can be pretty draining too, having to perform to a camera.
So I know that you may have heard me tell this story of the first time that I met you. Do you remember this?
No.
Um, so I had heard of you. That's the thing.
Okay.
Is that
I had also heard of you too before I met you,
I
but I
had
don't remember exactly the first time we met. I think I was like snooping on you before I actually met you.
so I have terrible stage fright.
Okay.
I'm not good at it, and like this is like one thing that I'm going to keep working on, is that I'm like I think I'm an external verbalizer anyways, and then getting in front of an audience makes me like, I'm like, oh, they have to listen to everything that I'm saying, and like I'm not always right the first time that I'm saying things because my brain is out here.
Right.
But it was at the Can variety show.
Yeah.
And I performed on the same variety show as you.
Yes.
And Jackie and I had performed.
That was awesome.
And I think that you were before or after us.
Yeah.
And we both sat there and we were watching you perform, and I was like, oh, we're going to lose. And like we were both drinking and so stunned and just sitting there listening to you sing. And I was like, God damn, she's amazing.
Oh
and
my
to be like,
not to mention the outfit.
Yeah, and the outfit. I mean, like, I realize that you have a different flavor now, but like that outfit was amazing.
Thank you.
So you didn't win.
I didn't win.
Jackie and I won.
Yes. But you were also incredible. You couldn't see yourself though. It was really good.
I think that was like one of the last times I ever performed. Like I had to like I don't know, I like this. I like if I like doing this to my body and like freaking out. And then like also I started drinking heavily right after that, where I was like, Danielle brain doesn't like this. What happened after is you came up to me and you wished us well.
Yeah.
You were like, good job, guys.
Yeah, like, it was awesome.
Did great. And like I've never felt like a tiny beetle where I was like, no, we didn't. You did.
Oh my goodness.
Like I was like, wow.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And like maybe it's always like when you like music to me is just straight up magic.
It truly
like,
is. It's like a spell.
It totally is. And like I don't have any musical training, and like I see notes on a page and it's a magical language I don't quite get. I don't understand. You make this force come out of your body into the air, into my ears, that makes me feel feelings like against my will.
Yeah. Yep. Totally.
So, yeah. Witchcraft.
Yeah.
Right. Straight up witchcraft.
Totally.
And then I don't know exactly how we became friends. Like, I think we started working on projects kind of shortly after
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
But I remember like approaching meekly, like, please be my friend and do these things with me because you're super cool.
No,
And it's sorry, it's and I like even now I'm like every time I'm so amazed with everything that you do. Like from all the different events that you do, from all the different people that you affect, from the United Artists Collaborative that has been our partner for the longest time, meaning that like you're like 50% of why our shows exist. And I will forever be grateful of your existence.
Danielle. Oh my
And I hope
God.
that whenever we do get back to shows, like people better like walk by you and like high five the shit out of you. And then like hand sanitize.
Yeah, yeah. Oh goodness, Danielle, like you are giving me like you're making me get goosebumps, and you're giving me like such just e- endearment that like I had no idea that like you felt all those things the first time that we like actually talked to each other. Because I couldn't even remember when the first time we actually talked to each other was, because I had heard from a friend that the Unicorn Art Show was happening. I was like, what the fuck is the Unicorn Art Show, and how can I be a part of that? And I was living in Northeast at the time, so it was like right next to the Casket Arts building. So it was just like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna check this out. So it was back when the Unicorn Art Show was at the Casket Arts. And I know like the first time I ever saw you was just me snooping on you, just being like, all right, I gotta talk to that girl. All right, sweet. But I didn't because I was nervous and I didn't know what to say at the time. But eventually we did talk to each other at Can Can. So yeah. You are equally incredible and awesome. Seriously, Danielle, like I know you're like whatever gushing about me, but I am like totally enamored and just as nervous to talk to you. Like I'm even like, oh yeah, I get to talk to Danielle. Like heck yeah, I want to be a part of this. I just get to talk to you. So
There's Juan in the background.
oh yeah,
Being
hello Juan.
we
Oh goodness.
we have an extra puppy, everyone, so that's why
I'm on dog duty.
yeah, he's on dog duty back there. Um so we have the potential to do all sorts of magic.
Yes, yes we do.
So what magic are you doing and what magic are you going to do?
Currently, I well, just a little background on like before I get into what I'm doing currently. All of that last year, I'm just gonna say sucked for me. Like just the majority of the year, just let's just call that a year of depression and me just being like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna come out of this? And thank goodness for the friends and family and community that I have that brought me out of times of just feeling extremely low. Like doing like hosting with Haley, aka Lilith, on the Unicorn Art Show and on Gods and Monsters. We looked forward to those so heavily just because it was like amazing, something to do that supports the arts, and gets us like out of our regular zone of feeling like we're never going to do anything again. Um, I also want to say like just huge shout outs to Lilith in general and working on projects with me. She helped me like create these arm sleeves. I was just like, Haley, I feel like I'm doing this wrong. What do I do? And she was just like, how about fold this here? And I'm like, you're right. Like, so I just, she's an amazing like costume seamstress person. So I'm very thankful for her in my life. As far as music goes, I collaborated and have been collaborating and will continue collaborating with Ro of Static Panic. She's been producing like 90% of my new work that's not released right now, but eventually will be released. So I'm just very thankful to still be able to continue music in some capacity, and feel like I have a support system to help push me forward. Uh, and then what I'm doing now is I am kind of getting more heavily into sewing. So I made these sleeves. I also have been taking a lot of inspiration from Cyberpunk 2077 because I'm freaking obsessed with that game right now. And I've been making like things that I just see in the game. So like saw this like cool asymmetrical piece that this character was wearing in it, and so I made something similar. So like you put it on like this. So like it's like a tube top kind of thing. It's like goes around, and then this part here wraps around in the back.
Hey.
I'm not gonna put it on right now. It's too much work. But so making things like that, and then I'm also getting into silicone casting and molding, which I'm really excited for. I just need to have space to now do it in, because right now in my room there's not a lot of space and there's a lot of fumes, but whatever. Once it gets warmer outside, I can use the garage. I just refuse to right now. But in the meantime, what I plan on doing is casting things like this.
Nice.
Yes,
Nice.
and I'm making harnesses and things. So this is just the object that the mold will go around, and so I'm sanding it down in the process of that right now, which is super fun. And then I'm also taking others and I'm just bedazzling them. So this takes like a lot of time and effort, I'm not gonna lie, but it like is so worth it because it's so pretty. So that's what I've been doing.
I mean, unfortunately, we can't do safe word.
I know, that's okay. Next time.
Next year, pandemic pending.
Right.
Everything. But it's just, I don't know if you remember how I got put in super social media jail for a while.
Totally. Yeah.
And then I'm still banned from Twitter, from Tinder. So,
oh, goodness.
like I got a formal letter and everything. Right. So it was like, let's not do that. But
why
when it happens again, those are coming with.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna have a whole setup. I'm super excited. But yeah, that's what I've been keeping busy with for the most part. That, and I have playing a lot of video games, not gonna lie. Which I'm loving, to be honest. I kind of want to get into like Twitch streaming as well. So
nice.
Yeah.
We are going to try and figure something out with button mashers with Brett too.
Yeah.
So we're still kind of discussing, but again, it's so hard right now because like I realize that people are starting to kind of open up some of their gallery spaces here and there, but we have to kind of weigh the cost of the risk, you know.
Totally. Absolutely.
But you know, do you have stuff that you can share with us, like videos of your things or like other like pictures and stuff? Because I know I've seen them, but I want you to talk about it and how you made them.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll show you a snippet of the Dark Matter music video that I made like back in, I want to say 2017. And then I'll also show you the new Dark Matter remix along with a video I made this year, which I'm super, or maybe it was just the ending of last year that I made it. So I'll show you that. Let me see if I have a screen. Okay. So here is Dark Matter. pause it there. So that is from the Dark Matter music video back in 2017. I made that, and actually it was made in a unfinished area of Can Can Wonderland.
Nice.
So thanks, Can Can Wonderland, for the space on that. And that was super fun. That was just like with all of my friends who came through for that as extras, and um, it was produced by Killing Joke Films. So kudos to them for helping me create that piece. And then this year, or last, I made this. I will share my screen again. Here's this. All right, I'm gonna pause that one there.
I have questions.
Yeah, yes.
So you write the songs.
Yes.
You make the music for the songs.
No, I co-produce with the songs.
You co-produce the songs.
Yes.
You sing them.
I sing them. I do.
You have costume making.
Yes.
Video.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to count how many. Editing.
Mm-hmm. Video. Yep, I did it. Mm-hmm.
Sound editing.
Sound editing. Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Graphics.
Graphics.
Social media marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see where I'm going with
I know. I'm glad you're keeping track, because like people ask me like what you do. I'm just like, I don't know.
So how long does it take you to do, like if you had to say start to finish, because this is a thing that I'm always obsessed with artists, a song from start to finish, from when you first had concept to by the end of this video completion and uploading to the internet, how many hours do you think you put into that one song?
Oh my God. This one like probably was faster than all of the others, like Dark Matter the original, just because like it was I Died, my best friend, Will, who's also I Died, co-produced this with me, and like as I was explaining like ideas that I had just recorded on my phone, he just like knew what to do with it. And I was like, yes, yes, yep, 100%, 100%. So like we honestly finished this in like we had the instrumental part done almost within a night. But like the entirety of the night. So like let's say 8 hours just to get the instrumental done, and then recording and creating lyrics. That took probably another good entirety of an evening. So let's say 16 hours on the entirety of that part. Recording it, probably another like let's say hour or two to get the recording done, but then vocal processing takes a long time, and I had Will do all of that. So God, honestly, like I'm trying to like log everything, but from start to finish, from like when we did the song back in 2017 to this video now, oh my goodness, like so many freaking hours. I don't even know. It takes a long time. It takes a lot longer than you think.
And also you have to think of, because like another thing that I talk with artists about all the time is materials.
Absolutely.
So how many computers and pieces of instrumental equipment do you own and have to use or have access to?
Or have gone through.
To do what you do. Like you rent a studio with somebody to be able to have music? I don't even understand that part.
Yeah. I've rented studios. I've rented studios at IPR. I've rented studios at Slam Academy. In this last video I just showed you, that's my partner's studio. And I was just like, can I use this for the video? And thankfully, he was super excited to help me with it. So, but yeah, like it's honestly being resourceful is the best thing that one can do. Otherwise, like I would have no. I don't have a studio right now. Like I don't. If I didn't have uh like the help of my friends and their resources, I would have nothing, especially within the pandemic. Oh my goodness. Like I wouldn't even feel comfortable going to like a studio right now and renting out studio space, just because I wouldn't know who's using it and if they're being safe about it. So yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Like most studios are shared spaces anyways, and like
Yep.
I guess it's not like it's not like a painting studio where you're all hanging out in the same room and you're painting together and you know who's there. Like sound studios are probably scheduled.
They're scheduled, and like I don't think the cleaning process has ever been that rigorous for sound equipment. I gotta admit. So yeah. It's a lot. It is a lot. And honestly, this is what I was so worried about back when like I first was like, I need to go after music, because I had no idea, and like telling myself all of this information of what I know now, like I I should honestly compile it for the other artists that are like, how do I do this? Because it's such necessary knowledge, and I'm glad like we're talking about this right now, because I want to desperately help people get more into music if they want to, but there's just no good pathway of like, all right, you're going to need a lot of resources and a lot of connections and a lot of help. So it takes a lot.
Just be cool with everyone. Everybody be cool.
Yes, please be cool, help each other. Something cool that I'm doing right now is I'm getting together with friends over Zoom and having like lyric writing sessions, which has been so helpful, since I honestly hate writing lyrics. Like I honestly don't care about them unless I am writing them with someone else. It's so much more for
the best lyrics.
That's because they're all written with my friends. Like it's like me staying up late at night with my friends, like talking about like, all right, we got to find a 2-syllable word that fits here and rhymes with buzz, like, you know. And it has to fit with the storyline of the song. Like it's more fun that way. And if I'm just doing it alone, it's just like, you know. So yeah, yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun to do like Zoom sessions because it's reminiscent of staying up at night, chilling at friends' places overnight, and coming up with stuff.
We'll get back to it soon.
We will, and it'll be awesome. But for now, we're thriving in the virtual world.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes.
What else can you show us? I know you got more.
Yeah, yes, I do have more. I do have more. I'll show you my Instagram profile because just to show off all the cool stuff I wear.
And if people want to talk to you, what's the best way to like, what's the best like send a message on Instagram, Facebook, like email, like
Oh
how
yeah,
do you like to be contacted?
you can totally DM me on Instagram or message me. Well, no, don't message me on my Facebook profile, like unless it's my personal profile and like you actually like have talked to me before. Don't message me there because I'm not gonna. I don't like responding on Facebook. Honestly, I don't like spending time on there, really. But on Instagram, that's really cool. Twitter too. Um, what else? Join my Discord. I don't know. I would love for people to join my Discord because I want to play
I'll join
Among
your
Us.
Discord. I have Discord.
Do you? Okay, sweet. Yes,
Yes.
yes. We'll exchange Discord information. I don't know where to put like my Discord outside of like because it's only like that like link with a bunch of numbers, right? For people's servers. I don't think there's like an easy way to be like, oh, at me at whatever it is. Is there?
I need more. I'm still pretty new to Discord,
Okay,
so I'll need some more information.
got you. But I play a lot of Among Us on Discord, so if people want to play Among Us with me, definitely reach out to me then. That's an immediate way to get my attention. But here's some of the things I like to wear. This was a photo shoot I did with REM5, promoting their new hats that say 2020 is a simulation. It was pretty fun. And I am also creating, I just got a grant through the city of St. Louis Park, since REM5 is located in St. Louis Park, to do a virtual venue. So I am creating a virtual venue with Placebo Records. So it's going to be the Placebo Records virtual venue. And it'll be like a video game where you'll have your own avatar. You'll be able to walk around in a 3D space and see people performing on 2D screens. And those 2D screens will either be like pre-recorded music videos or they'll be live streams from people's Twitches. So they'll like directly be able to interact with you, the participant, in a 3D virtual venue. And
That's
anybody can
amazing.
join. Yeah. Anybody can join too. It's like anybody with a computer. It's just browser based. And also, if you have a VR headset, you can also join that way. So,
When is this going to happen?
well, honestly, right now I'm just waiting for the funds from the grant I received, and then once we like design what the space is gonna be and look like, it'll probably take like a month for REM5 to actually produce it. So I'm gonna assume like late March.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm excited. Hopefully in time for my birthday, March 25th.
Nice.
Yeah.
Virtual birthday party.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But so here's my Instagram. I just like to whatever have different outfits, things like that. So you can get a sense of my vibe. Here's me with Dorian Electra, live for them. And then here is Placebo Records, is my record label. There's me. There's some of my artists: Chad Atkins, I Lilith, Shading the Sun, Dark. So all of these amazing artists, Natanya L. You can find on Placebo Records, on Placebo Records Instagram, at Placebo Records, or you can go to my Instagram at no one but SYM1. So there's all that. So yeah, that's cool stuff that's going on, I guess.
So, for the photography and stuff, are you photographing yourself in like your
in
costume?
in a lot of those I am. Here, like I'll share my screen again and you can see, so I can point them out, so I can give actual credit to the artists. So this one was taken by Rem5, so Brian Skalak, aka Second Sight Visuals, took this one, and I just did the edits on it. And then let's see, this is a selfie for sure. And then this is a selfie. This was taken by Mustache. Let me find his actual Instagram tag so you can find him. Mustache Jim Presents took that.
Nice.
Mustache Jim took he took like actual film of me during this shoot, and then this was just on an iPhone that I edited from one of the assistants that day. My bad. This is selfie. This is selfie. This is not a selfie. This is not a selfie. Not selfie. You can kind of tell which ones are because you can see my arm. Right. But this one is not a selfie, or this one is a selfie. Sorry. But I just like, I don't know, put my phone on my desk in my room, and then I put the timer on, and then I run away really quick, and then I snap it.
But you're still doing like all of that takes so much energy. Like all of the, I mean, besides like, doing the art and everything, the social media and the marketing and stuff. So how much time do you have to put into that to kind of like incubate your baby?
Well, it's like, 2 hours of wardrobe and makeup, and then like an hour of shooting myself, and then an hour of, or someone else is shooting me, and then it'll take more time, like 3 hours, and then it's like probably another 3 hours of doing edits if it's by myself, and then if I'm sending out to another person, I have no idea how much time it's taking for them, but it's a lot of time. It's definitely a lot of time and effort. And yeah, like I don't think people realize how much it actually takes.
So like there's always a thing that I feel like artists grow with the community, and like you're making a really strong point right now where you're like, I can't be a musician without all these humans around me. Like it becomes like this interconnected web where like it doesn't even sound like it will continue to go unless you have all these humans.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I need other humans. Seriously, like if even without art in the question, I need other humans. Like I need other people, for sure. And also I saw, sorry, just to like totally tangent, I just saw Joe Pollock, my middle school teacher, comment on the live stream, and hi Joe. Oh my gosh. You're so awesome. You're so amazing. I still think about your class. I love your class.
I'm having problems with the Facebook, like as I'm going live, it
Sure.
like stacks the comments really weird. So if people have been asking questions, I'm really sorry. I don't have my second screen right now, but I'm sure someone will like go back and check it out. Let's see if I can try it really quick just to check before we wrap it up. Oh my God, this is so frustrating.
Murray Strong says sus. Okay, I'm coming after you for Among Us. Oh, goodness. Sorry, I'm just like reading the comments too. But I don't think there have been any questions. People are just saying really nice things, and I'm appreciative.
Well, they should be asking questions.
I'm not seeing their questions if they are. Although it's not updating.
That's
So
sometimes that happens too.
sure.
Facebook Live is real fun. I mean,
It's
also
finicky.
to play devil's advocate, we're all learning during this pandemic. And
Oh
like I mentioned when we first got on that I was like, every time I do this, I have new buttons on Facebook Live that I don't understand. It's like, oh great, thanks.
yeah, honestly,
But
it's very rude.
with like no warning at all. But
No, never. Like why would they? I don't understand why they can't just keep it the same, or at least give us the option of keeping things in the same spaces. It's just I don't get paid to relearn their structure. Hello.
uh, I got put in Facebook jail again for like 3 days, and then I got real mad and took it off my phone for a while. So now I put it back on, but can never get.
I can't wait for the day for Facebook to be irrelevant. Like it will happen at some point, and it's going to be amazing.
You know, we were talking about that for the Otherworldly Arts Collective, and I'm only going to note it because I want to hear your opinion on it. But
Yeah.
like through a lot of our shows, we had an amazing, um, an amazing people at the city pages that promoted a lot of art events,
Yeah.
and that still exists online, but it no longer exists in paper form, and maybe for not a ton longer.
Right.
And, you know, with all the restrictions that Facebook and social media have, it's going to be really hard in the future to promote events. And like,
Totally.
we're trying to look at strategy of how to do that. And I also have been realizing that, like, you know, I remember way back in the beginning of the internet, I went to a lot more websites than what I do now.
Yes.
Instead of going to social media for it to like narrow it down for me. In,
Absolutely.
but in your opinion, as somebody who has been doing events for a really long time, like what does your magic 8 ball say of what we can do? You know?
Like to get away from Facebook, or like as like Facebook as an option, like should we stay with Facebook or not? Is what you're asking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, or like, how do you divorce Facebook when it is still a free platform that is an easy way to set up events?
Oh gosh. Create a like use Facebook as a conduit to your new platform that you're going to use, whatever that may be. Like currently I'm thinking of ways to use Facebook to just promote like hey, go to like Placebo's newsletter instead of checking your Facebook, like, or something like that. Because yeah, I totally remember going to more websites than just going to Facebook and Instagram. Like the same 5 to 9 websites I go to every day. Like, oh my gosh, it's so boring. I used to go to just the most random things and have to go to Stumble Upon to show me like cool and new things because there was so much. But now there's totally not. So I would definitely still use Facebook, but not um, like not hold as many events on Facebook. Use it as like a sounding board kind of thing. But that's my thought. But I also still know that there's a ton of people on Facebook still because we can't freaking get away from it. But if we, the event holders, don't start showing people like the new systems, it's never going to happen. So
I do remember, I don't know, 100 years ago, and I'm going to date myself, leaving First Avenue,
mm,
and there would be a row of people with flyers for their shows.
yeah,
And they were good flyers, like
yeah.
really nice flyers, free tickets, this, that. And
Wow,
that's how I went to shows
that's
way
amazing.
back in the day. Like I was like, oh, cool. This this is really going to date me. This rave is happening. Neat.
Yes.
Like I like their flyer. There's lots of sparkles on this.
Totally.
I'm going to go to that one.
Totally. I feel bad that I missed out on that. Like I have had heard that used to happen at First Ave. Like you go to one show and then you just get tickets to the next show for free. Like,
Yep.
yeah, that's how it should be. Like you pay one time and then you're introduced to so many other things and it keeps leading you down to the next thing. That's awesome. I would have done that if like that was like still a thing, but it's not. But
But we have the ability to strategize different in the future,
we do.
but it also has to be agreeable with everyone,
Yes.
And I don't know what that magic is yet. I just like I wanted to hear you talk about it as someone who also does events and things like that. Like, how can we do this thing?
Right.
How do you do this without the social media that we're like shackled to,
Right.
But
Like I'm also totally like trying to figure it out. Like I want to get back to forums and communities instead of like let's see which comment can get the most likes kind of thing. Like we're so addicted. Like I'm so addicted to likes. Like I'm like, all right, what's my number? Give me a big number. Come on. Like I don't want to care about that, but I do. And I hate it and I wish it was just like I want to say like something because I care about saying it, not because I care about how many people are going to like it. So, yeah. I'm right there with you trying to figure it out is what I'm trying to say.
and maybe if you agree and I agree, we
Mhm.
can't be the only ones that agree. You
I
know what I mean?
I'm right there with you on that. I bet a lot of people feel this way. I like I've reached out to like I know first like Dana Frank of First Ave. I know that she's trying to figure it out as well. Like I've even before the pandemic, it was like, hey, how can we like get people more involved in the Twin Cities music scene? And I'm like, I'm asking you. So I think we all are on the same page at every level. Like everyone is just like, wait a minute, how can we get back to a space where like we're a community and getting people involved? And it's not like, all right, you go to one event and that's where it ends. It's like you go to one event and you're introduced to an entire world, an entire scene of people that will continue leading you and helping you, like uniting each other together is what I want to see. And I think we can get to that point. We just have to be smart about it, talk about it further. Um,
I think you just hit it. We have to talk about it. Like
we do.
we have to talk about it. We have to agree, and like then possibly strategy follows after that.
Yep.
If that means that I have to sit on the corner of First Avenue and like give out unicorn art show tickets,
Yes.
I'm there. Even though I go
Heck
to bed
yeah.
at 10. I'll try.
Right. Totally. No, honestly, please. Like, and same. Like, I'll go anywhere and show up if it means like something will happen. Honestly, that's kind of like also what I'm thinking about. Like trying to rethink virtual spaces. About like I see people taking advantage of different video games, like even Minecraft. Like I've seen artists take over Minecraft as virtual venues, like holding virtual venues there and concerts. I've seen people hold concerts in like Roblox too. Like it's just there's there are limitless possibilities, and I wonder if something like a like digital market could happen, like where people are just there and you're interacting and you're talking with each other. I don't know. But I agree with you. I think like all of these different people that agree with us, we should just all work together and be like, all right, yeah, we're doing this now, and we're like creating our own community instead of having everything be on social media, and it will be real engagement.
I'm already thinking about it. Like, that's just the fact of it, is that I was like, this completely works. This would absolutely work if we could have a bunch of people that had different events that like essentially domino effect everyone else's event.
Yes.
Hopefully, like, would this create a stronger community of artists?
Totally. And like, how can that, like, it has no choice but to be self-sustaining in that case. Like, if it just like continuously like leads into the next and continuously around and around, like, I don't know, that's cool. And we should definitely talk about that. Like, there should be Unicorn Art Show and Gods and Monsters and Otherworldly Arts Collective links and uh, hallways in the Placebo virtual venue. Like, all right, you're now exiting Placebo and you're now going into Otherworldly Arts Collective. Like, as your avatar, you're now entering the gallery. And there could be links on the wall, like, of people's artwork. They could see it in virtual space, and when they like click on it or something, they can like go to their Etsy or something and buy it.
I think we can do that.
Oh yeah.
And sorry, the Juan released the hounds. Hanging out.
No, you're good. David asked a question. David Walbridge asked a question. Digital Zoom space. It would be not like a live social Zoom. It would be like a video game. I mean, it would be like you'd have voice chat for sure, and you'd have text chat as well. But you'd be moving around like a video game character. If that makes sense, I hope that answers your question.
I'm so into it. So we already went over our time just a little.
We did. I'm sorry.
Is there anything that like you want to conclude or we didn't get to? Like, I know SYM1 is vast and has like, we didn't even like hit everything, but like,
you know, we weren't gonna. That's good. There's more for next time.
Yeah, because you know what? I'm totally down with doing like a to be continued, like episode 2.
Heck yeah. Yes. Same. If I can end on anything, it would be like, keep in touch with me on No One But SYM1. Listen to my music. Let me know what you think. And reach out to me, like, if you're interested in anything that I'm doing, or if you want to collaborate with me in some capacity, because I'm like just being creative right now, and playing a lot of video games. And so if you also want to play Among Us, let me know.
Thank you.
Thank you, Danielle. This is amazing. This brings light to my soul.
And I hope that you have a wonderful week, and that if you are watching this later, everybody, and you have questions, feel free to comment, and we will get there soon and follow up. And eventually there will be an episode 2.
Yes.
So.
All right. Have a great rest of your week.
Bye.
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 Bye.